morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Manjua Padare, and I'm excited to be here. And I'm excited to be here to talk to you about one of the most revolutionary shifts in leadership today. That is the AI driven decision making. Now, in a world where business decisions need to be faster, smarter, and more data driven, AI has become a game changer. But AI is not just about replacing human decision making, it is about augmenting our ability to make decisions with greater confidence, accuracy, and also, importantly, speed, because it's a very, very speedy world we are entering into. Now, let's talk a little bit about the rise of AI in business. Why is AI making waves in executive decision making? The world, as we know, is increasingly volatile, uncertain, and complex. Welcome, Chi Seng. Now, gone are the days where intuition alone could guide business decisions. We've heard many of our former great CEOs talk about intuition, intuition, intuition. We are now in an era where data is king, but data alone is not enough. It's what to do with data that truly matters. Now, a lot of us, that's where the problem is. A lot of us do not really know what to do with data. Sometimes we are overwhelmed with the data we have, but how do we make any meaningful sense out of the data? In a recent McKinsey survey, 80% of executives said that they see AI as a key driver for business growth. Yet only 10% said that they felt fully confident integrating AI into their decision making process. So 80% see it as a key driver, but only 10% are confident enough to apply it. That is a huge gap, right? Now, why is that? Because AI seems complex and many executives don't know how to leverage it effectively. In fact, us in our daily use, let's say you're not even using AI for business, you're using AI in your daily usage. Let's say you use ChatGPT or DeepSeek. You are only actually effectively using 20% of what you could actually be using its potential for. So there is a lot of potential and a lot of understanding gaps that exist. Now, let's understand what is AI driven decision making. AI driven decision making means using AI models and algorithms to analyze vast amounts of data and provide recommendations. These systems are designed to spot patterns, predict trends, and even simulate outcomes that can guide strategic decisions. So they spot the pattern, predict the trend, and then they simulate the outcome that you want. Simulation part is a little bit more interesting because you can alter certain inputs and then predict what happens, what actually comes out of it, run different simulations in that sense. So, for example, in retail, AI can analyze customer behavior and predict purchasing pattern changes. This can help executives decide on inventory levels, pricing strategy, and also marketing campaign without waiting for human analysis that can take weeks, right? Let's say there is a certain food trend coming up, and you don't normally associate food trend with clothing trend, but it can happen. A food trend comes up, which transcends into fashion trend. When veganism was the thing, veganism affected fashion. So when a food trend is coming up, it affects fashion. It takes time before fashion people to see it, but AI can analyze behavior patterns, analyze purchasing patterns, and then can help you suggest major trend changes that will happen and then you can do what you need to do with that, such as inventory change, marketing, and all the other actions that you need to take. Now, importance of human intuition is not to be ignored. Now, this is where the magic happens. Get ready. AI doesn't replace human intuition, it enhances it. Okay. We always thought intuition is a human faculty, but let's see how intuitive AI or your AI intuition helps you do better. A seasoned CEO brings wisdom, experience, strategic thinking to the table. But with AI, those decisions are backed by data driven insights that eliminate the guesswork. So, yes, you are using your intuition. Fine, go for it. You are using your years of experience, but years of experience is in the past, right? It's what has happened, it's what's finished. Now, while experience can help a little bit, but when the future is changing so fast and so rapidly, how much of that experience can actually be applied to the future? So, this is where your experience and your knowledge is important, but it needs to be supported by data, by AI moving forward because it's very different. Okay, let's go for AI in risk management, for example. What are the key concepts that we want to talk about? Now, one of the biggest benefits of AI in decision making is its ability to predict and mitigate risk, which is a great thing to have. Now, by analyzing historical data, AI models can identify potential risk in your supply chain, customer behavior, or financial performance. These are all, of course, important because these are all major factors that will impact your risk factor. So let's take, for example, a risk in financial market. AI models can predict price fluctuations, offering insights that help executives make proactive investment decisions rather than more reactive ones. Now, by integrating AI into your risk management strategies, you not only respond faster, but also predict risk before they hit, giving you a competitive edge. This is how a lot of the high stakes industries survive, like aviation, for example, or even the defense sector, because there are a lot of factors that are affecting it. So much of external inputs need to be accounted for in those sectors, for example. So when the AI model is able to look at all the different kind of financial, all the kind of different kinds of risk, not only financial, and then you can integrate that into your risk management strategy, then you will definitely be prepared for multiple, because again, remember, you can run multiple scenarios. You can be prepared for multiple situations as and when they arrive. Let's look at applications of AI decision in real world, for example. Now, AI is already being used across industries to make better decision. Let's look at what some of these ones that I think we can most relate to. Um, let's look at healthcare. Now, AI in healthcare makes doctors make better diagnosis. It helps doctors make better decisions by analyzing patient data more effectively. For example, AI models can analyze medical images to detect early signs of disease that might be missed by the human eye, right? Now, in sales, for example, AI helps companies understand customer preferences, predict purchase behavior, and even personalize marketing campaigns, which can significantly improve conversion rate. Let's look at another example, supply chain, which we talked about earlier. Now, in manufacturing, again, we've set up this center of excellence with the Institute of the Malaysian Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers. So this is part of the series of trainings that will also be running from the center of excellence with FMM. So in manufacturing, AI can predict when a machine will break down, saving millions in unexpected downtime. And in logistics, AI driven route optimization can drastically reduce delivery cost. And I know this because even I, who's not in supply chain, for my daily trip, I use AI, an AI based app that really optimizes my routes and says, okay, go here first and then here first. And then it changes because traffic has changed somewhere. And then says, but you need to give it all the information I need to make. This one has to be first, for example, or this one has to be number three, and I need to stop here for half an hour. I need to stop there for 45 minutes, and then it re-optimizes the entire thing for you, which makes your journey much more easier because then you don't have to spend time thinking about all of that. Now, how to integrate AI into decision making? How do you start to do that from where you are now? I would say step one, start small. You don't need to adopt AI for every decision from the get go. Start with one area, whether it's risk management, customer insights, operations. Begin testing AI within that small space, right? Like how I started with my car, with my own driving. Maybe if you have a fleet of vehicles, try with that. Take one small operation and use AI into that. This is just so that you get a better understanding of how AI works, more confidence with using AI, not only for yourself, but also for your organization and your team to be confident in AI. Now, step two would be to invest in the right tools. Ensure that you have the right tools and platforms that make AI accessible to non experts, right? You don't need to become an AI expert, but you do need to work with experts who can help you select the right solutions. That is part of what Eventor, my company, does, which is plan AI, do AI growth plan for companies by introducing them technologies, training their staff to grow the technology so that you are sustainable on your own. But that aside, um, the important thing, whoever, whatever, whichever route you go, you need to identify the right tools for you. Okay, just because someone else is using one tool, it might not be right for you. The tool has to fit your capacity, your capability, and also the kind of culture within which you work. Okay, capacity, capability, and culture. Then train your teams. That's why I said we also train the teams. Why do we do that? Now you can train your own teams. Now train your teams. It's crucial to invest in training your teams to work alongside the AI systems. Now the success of AI decision making relies on the collaboration between human intuition and machine intelligence. So the more the AI integrates within your work space, the more it learns and the more it's able to understand the issues, the more it's able to customize solutions for you. Ideally, that's how your AI should be working if done right. Now, overcoming challenges in AI integration. Let's look at the key concept here. AI is a new technology. There are challenges in implementing AI. Some of the main hurdles include data privacy concerns, the fear of losing control, and the complexity of the system. Now, data privacy concerns is something you can put in place, you ought to put in place. There are regulations in place where you adhere to, and that in itself protects you. Fear of losing control, if you have the right security, the right data protection in place, then that should not happen. And the complexity of the system again goes back to what I said: capacity, capability, and culture. Do not get a AI system that you cannot handle, right? Like I wouldn't say, like I wouldn't tell a 12-year-old girl to get a huge full-size Rottweiler. I mean, for those of you who are familiar with dogs, because I run an animal shelter, she can't control the dog, right? The dog would walk her and not she walk the dog. So don't let your AI walk you. You have to walk your AI. So find a system that fits you. Okay, now I would like to wrap up. If you need to find out more, obviously you can reach me on my website, which is there on LinkedIn. You can DM me on LinkedIn. You can reach me on the website I have on the LinkedIn. You can book a call via LinkedIn itself. Now, uh, AI decision making is definitely here to stay. As leaders, it's not about replacing our intuition, but about making it smarter. All right, faster, smarter, and more data driven. Faster, smarter, and more AI driven. Now you've got to embrace the change and you've got to start small. AI has the power to transform how we lead and make decisions. And I think in this day and age where everything is super fast and there's so much information, and with that speed and availability of information, there is so much more you can achieve. You can increase your productivity 100-fold. So why not? The key there is to use AI decision making strategically within your capacity, capability, and culture. And if you need, then get help from the right people in order to help you do that. So, with that, we've come to the end of our session. And I'd like to thank everyone who's joined us today. And then I will also say thank you. And then you can always reach out to me should you need any further advice or guidance or just to chat. Thank you.